Today is going to be a fun video. Recently, I've been looking into this idea of business credit, and it's why I did the last Authentic or Charlatan episode on Stephen Liao, who's all about the business credit. And so I felt it was applicable to do Jeff Sekinger's ad today. He's all about 0% interest.
Did you know that you can fund yourself $50,000 to $150,000 on a brand new business at a 0% introductory rate?
First 10 seconds is the hook. I think he does an excellent job here. This is a really catchy start to the ad. It's really interesting. Fund yourself is kind of an intriguing term. You know, fund yourself $50,000 to $150,000. Wow, that sounds interesting. Brand new business. Okay, so he's already, mentioning that you don't need to be this successful entrepreneur already in 0%. It says brand name, 0% introductory rate. By the way, for those of you who are not aware of this, basically the system is going out and getting a bunch of business credit cards so that you have access to funding so that you can go out and expand your business at 0% interest rate for 12 months. This is generally what you see. You might be getting mailers, little envelopes in the mail saying, hey, we'll sign up 12 months, 0% interest rate on your business. So that's basically what they're doing. Systems like this go out and try and get the most amount of money for you. I just recently signed up for Fund and Grow, which is the biggest company in this space. And so I'll be making videos about my reviews of that, and I'll be sharing with you how I'm utilizing this type of setup to expand my business.
Yes, that's right. You can fund yourself anywhere from $50,000 to $150,000 of 0% interest credit on a brand new business.
I thought it was interesting that he repeated himself. My guess is that he repeated himself because the first part might kind of go over your head if you're not familiar with this concept. So he also, he's basically copied it. Fund yourself $50,000 to $150,000, 0% interest credit, brand new business. So again, my guess is that he thinks that maybe that first part, it didn't really connect with you. Maybe you're not familiar. So let me go ahead and say it again. These are really powerful words, and I think it's a really good start for Jeff.
Then why is that important?
I call this the attempted hook. Why is it that important? It's basically, if you're at this point, if you haven't clicked away at 20 seconds, he's basically letting you know, okay, I'm going to discuss why you wouldn't need to keep watching, basically. I know at this point you're hooked, right? 20 seconds in, you haven't clicked away, you are hooked. So just a second, we're gonna discuss the benefits.
Because first of all, you're not paying interest, so you can go scale your business. You can move debt over to stop paying high interest on your debt. You can go create new income streams. You can prepare for the recession and buy things like real estate when the prices drop. And yes, you can go 100% finance real estate properties with credit without even paying interest on the down payment.
Here are the 5 benefits. Not paying any interest. Scale your business. That's really sexy language to someone who wants to get into business, right? You immediately think like, man, how can I scale? That's so awesome to get into business and scale a business. Stop paying high interest on your debt. I use blue for all the mentions of interest. This is a very powerful concept within this program that he offers and within this world of going out and getting 0% business credit. So this is essentially the power part of his ad, in my opinion. It's basically stop paying high interest on other cards. You're going to be using business credit at 0% introductory rate. He also used create new income streams. If you are someone watching this ad, I have a feeling he targeted people that are into the entrepreneur space or into investing, into real estate investing. And so whenever you hear create new income streams, you're always interested. Your ears perk up like, oh, how can I do that? Prepare for the recession, things like real estate when the prices drop. So he's indicating, he's starting to give you an idea like, okay, maybe you can utilize this to actually go out and buy assets, which is at this point, if you're not familiar with this concept, it might be new to you. And then here you go, 100% finance real estate properties with credit. If you aren't familiar with this system, that's going to really get you intrigued, isn't it? Because you've never heard about that before and you're not paying any interest on the down payment. We're always told you go out and you need to have a bunch of cash for real estate. You need a lot of money for the down payment. You're going to be paying high interest. Well, not in this case. According to him and according to his system, you can do 100% finance real estate properties with credit. I'm really intrigued, right? If I'm not aware of this program, I'm definitely listening for more.
That's something that we teach in our program.
Then I like how he casually throws in intro of his offer. It's just basically, this is something we teach in our program. I like that he didn't hammer and go fully on sales mode where he spent 30 seconds just diving into exactly what he offers. It's just a casual, here's something we teach in our program.
And why is business credit important is because you are not lowering your credit score. So yes, I do leverage hundreds of thousands of dollars to create new income streams and to scale my business, but my credit score is still high because these cards are not reporting on my personal credit as far as utilization goes. So my score is still high, but I'm still leveraging the debt to create income.
If you ever spend any time in sales or having to go out and sell yourself for anything, you're always going to face objections. And that's why I think all ads need to have a section of handling objections. I think he does it pretty well. So if you think about it, when you're talking about credit cards and you bring up the idea of going and buying real estate or having 0% interest, like, whoa, what kind of objections are you going to get? Well, if you think about it, people are generally going to worry about their credit score. So you need to handle personal credit score, or is it going to, massively drop my credit score if I, apply whatever you're teaching? Can I use the credit to go out and actually purchase things? And then also, is it going to report to my personal credit? So let's see if he addresses those. Step number 1, you are not lowering your credit score. He leverages hundreds of thousands of dollars, creates new income streams, able to scale his business, and my credit score is still high because these cards are not reporting on my personal credit. So bam, he handles probably the most important objections with using credit cards is it going to lower my score? Am I going to have really high interest? I feel like here he could have even thrown in 0% interest again to be even more powerful. And to give you an idea of what Jeff's doing, according to this video, he went from $5,000 per month to $100,000 a month in 6 months. So this was a year ago. If he is using this system, this program for himself, it looks like he's actually killing it. And my guess, if you look in VidTow, this is an awesome app if you want to, or it goes by SwipeTube, I think is the extension on Google, if you want to grab advertisements and kind of analyze them the way I do. Here, this is in a little over 3 weeks. This ad has received almost 500,000 views, and he spent almost $25,000. And so if he's making 100 grand a month, he's seeing huge returns on these ad spends. So really the purpose of a program like this is it's advertised to a lot of people, but the people who really need to sign up, or who it really applies to, are the people who they can go spend money on marketing and advertising and get a for sure return, or at least have a pretty good idea that they can get a return just going out and getting access to lines of credit or business credit cards, which these programs do offer. If you pay the upfront fee, they will go out and get at least like 30 to 50,000 depending on your situation. That's like the bare minimum on lines of credit on business credit cards at 0% interest. So it sounds sexy. It sounds like, oh my gosh, why would I not want to sign up? I can just go out and spend money. But it's very, very, very important that you have a system set up such that when you do acquire the funding in the form of a line of credit, that you can spend the money and get a profit. And that's essentially what happens. And that's why he's been able to succeed, is you're leveraging. You're leveraging to the tilt in a way. And it's risky. And you need to be able to take that money and make money so that you can be safe with this and use it to grow your business and not basically lead to bankruptcy.
If things like this interest you, if you think you get value from, tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars on a business, on a brand new business, and even more on a real business, if you actually have real income on your corporation or LLC, then click the link below and watch this short video.
I think every ad needs a call to action. It's really important that you basically, if you've reached this point, then you need to let the viewer know, what do you need to do to sign up for this program? Click the link below and watch this short video. I imagine it takes you to his website, and on his website, here's the short video, not even 5 minutes. I haven't watched the video, but I imagine it has something to do with just kind of the benefits of signing up for the program, get some coaching by Jeff himself so that you can go get business lines of credit so that you can grow your business. I mean, he's a great testimonial, right, for the ad. If he uses his product like I imagine he does, then he has used it to his benefit to grow his business.
It's like 8 minutes, and it'll talk about how, what, and why we're doing what we're doing with credit, and how we're using credit to create income and build long-term wealth. And if that interests you, you can speak to someone on my team, and I will see you here in the program.
Lastly, he throws in a quick benefits of joining. He gives a strong, powerful statement right at the end. If you've stuck around this long and haven't signed up, listen to this. How we're using credit to create income and build long-term wealth. I'd love to sign up if you can show me how to create income and build long-term wealth. If that interests you, another form of interest, speak to someone on my team and I will see you here in the program. Solid ad, Jeff, straight to the point. I will give it a 7.5. There were a couple elements missing. At no point throughout this did I understand the credibility of Jeff. I had seen this ad before I even knew who he was, and at no point had he given some backstory of who he was or how he's using this. There's mention somewhere in here that he is leverage hundreds of thousands of dollars to create new income streams. It would have been nice to see that some type of image or some type of maybe video elsewhere where he's walking a property and buying real estate 100% finance, just to add some credibility, because there also were no testimonials. So if this is cold traffic, you don't know who this guy is, On the ad itself, the imagery, he's got all the business credit cards right in front of him and the stacks of money. So that's certainly, in your mind, you might view that as, okay, this is social proof in a way. However, for someone like me, I felt like I would have enjoyed the ad a little more had I had those two elements, those being credibility for the speaker and testimonials. But otherwise, it's a strong ad. I think this is probably going to be one of the few ads that I'm going to do where I actually do think it would benefit most people who are watching this. If you are interested in business or are essentially at the start of your business, and you feel like you can go out and spend money and you have a pretty good idea of how to make that money back and turn a profit, then these types of systems could work for you. If you're interested in this at all, Jeff Sekinger obviously is a good source. You can also look into Fund and Grow. That's the one I signed up for. There's a few different people in this space. Stephen Liao, the Authentic or Charlatan episode, I guess, if you want to sign up for his system. But anyway, point is that if you want to look into this, there's plenty of resources. It's an interesting concept to go out and get, business lines of credit. And if you have any type of past success with LLCs, like if that LLC that you have right now is going out and making money and you have a year or two of showing that you can make money, you can get some serious lines of credit of over $150,000, no doubt. And if you're in real estate, there's going to be opportunities to use that money to really leverage yourself and turn a profit if you're into rehabs. I certainly hope you got something out of this. I enjoy making these, so I really do hope you enjoy watching. But anyway, thank you so much for watching.